Hello, how you doing today? I hope this video finds you well. I'm Daniel from Breath Behaviour Belief. Just going to have a little chat to you about a few things that are proven to be very bad for our hearts and our health in general. So, smoking, we know that's terrible for our health, especially our heart. Refined sugars and processed carbohydrates, they're known to be very, very bad for our hearts and our health. They actually cause inflammation and lots of problems. Fat got demonized actually a long time ago, actually with funding from the sugar industry. So it's interesting, isn't it? Like years ago when they built these food pyramids and all of that, they demonized fat, healthy, natural foods such as butter, full fat milk, meat, things like that actually got demonized so that the food processing companies could move us over onto more reliance on heavily processed, manufactured, sugary foods. So that's worth knowing, just a little sidetrack there. Also, what's very, very bad for your heart, and by extension your health in general, is unprocessed trauma and unregulated stress. Now, with that in mind, what do all these things have in common? What does smoking have in common? What does, with sugary foods, highly processed carbohydrates, what does that have in common with stress? Well, all of these things trigger and keep you in the sympathetic nervous system. Broadly speaking, our nervous system is broken down into our central nervous system, and that controls like how we feel. Like I touch my beard, I can feel my beard, I can touch things, I know whether it's hot or cold. That's your brain and your spinal column branching out into all the nerves. You've also then got your autonomic nervous system. Now that is the nervous system that's responsible for your heartbeat, your blood pressure regulation, all these subconscious things that our body just does. And that is split into two distinct sections. Your parasympathetic nervous system, which is all about rest and digest. You're safe, you can recover, you can do all of those things you can do when you're not in a state of trauma. Your sympathetic nervous system, which is your fight and flight, helps you be stimulated, helps you get out of trouble, helps you move and groove and do whatever you need to do in the world. People get stuck in that, and that is a problem. People get stuck in fight and flight. People get stuck in the sympathetic side, and they're constantly, it's like having your foot on the gas. You just woo, 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 constantly redlining, constantly up here, constantly up here. Every little stimuli is keeping you there. Smoking, highly refined carbohydrates and sugars, and unprocessed trauma and stress will keep you there. Many people in the world today don't really know how to get out of this state. It causes massive problems, and this is most seen, or one of the places it's most seen, is in the heart. Can lead to heart attacks, can lead to all sorts of problems. Now when we look at the heart and heart attacks and the mechanics of it, it's viewed as a kind of mechanical problem. The arteries get blocked, that starves all the muscle below the artery that's blocked of nutrients, so that section of the heart begins to die. We go in, we put stents in there, we can do bypass grafts, we can give drugs to open the channels and let the blood flow, all of which is great, it's wonderful, but it doesn't address the underlying cause of the problem, which is being stuck in the sympathetic nervous system. So you can have your arteries unblocked, you can have the treatment, you can get all the medicine in the world you need, but unless you address the actual underlying cause, stop smoking, stop eating the highly refined foods, stop using the stimulants that are going to continually push you into that sympathetic state, you're not going to solve the problem. So how can breath behavior belief help? Well, it can help by the breath work can help you to communicate directly with your nervous system. Put yourself directly back into that parasympathetic nervous state, that state of rest and digestion. Do that, you can manage the symptoms, you can exist there quite happily, feeling nice and relaxed, which is going to be good for your heart, going to be good for your health, going to be good for your mental health, going to be good for your spiritual health. It's just good for you. Behaviours, we can look at the behaviours that you're exhibiting, the smoking, the diet, the things you're doing that you know you shouldn't be doing, that are flicking you from rest and digest to fight and flight. And we can address the behaviours individually. And lastly, and most importantly, is the belief side of things. So we can address the underlying traumas that are holding you in the sympathetic nervous state, which is adversely affecting your health, which is adversely affecting your mental, physical, spiritual, emotional health. And we can help you with all of that. So please do get in touch if you know that your heart may be at risk. Maybe you've had a heart attack, maybe you are undergoing treatment, which I'd encourage you to do. It's all very important that you get the right medical treatment. It's also very important that you get the right mental and emotional support and overcome the issues that are leading to the problem in the first place. With that said, I'll bid you a fine farewell. I'll see you very soon. I'm Daniel Wellard, Breath Behaviour Belief. Check us out, and I look forward to working with you.